dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Let's check out meteorologist Chris Johnson for a look at your forecast this morning.
Not a bad way to wrap up the work week, guys. We're talking spring-like temperatures today. High is going to soar into the lower 60s, but unfortunately, when you get some warmer temperatures like this around this time of the year, not talking any rain, Mitchell, so don't have to worry about that. It's the wind that we have to keep an eye on, and that's going to be pretty breezy today, especially as we head into this afternoon. So let's get you over to Live Pinpoint Doppler as we scan the skies this morning, and we are nice and dry as we kick off this Friday morning. There's that wind advisory. This is for western parts of the viewing area, stemming from Rowan County all the way towards London, and then points westward along the I-75 corridor there into Pulaski County, Somerset over to Monticello. You guys could see winds anywhere upwards toward, well, at least gust up to about 35, 40 miles per hour at times throughout today. And of course, sustained winds will be around 10 upwards to 20 miles per hour. So it's going to be warm today, but it's going to be breezy throughout this afternoon as well. But hey, we'll take the good with the bad there. And as we head into your Saturday, a few showers will be possible late tonight, early tomorrow, so nothing too bad. And then better rain chances ramp up late Saturday night, and that's going to last throughout our Sunday and into early next week. And really, next week looks to be fairly active, along with rain chances, possibly a few snowflakes as well. Temperatures across the board, we're cold across southeastern Kentucky. Some of those valley locations also dropping into the low to mid 30s. Otherwise, we're seeing those lower 40s for many areas. The warm spot actually occurring over in Monticello right now at 50 degrees. And here's a look at your day planner. We'll stay chilly throughout the morning hours into the lower 50s. By lunchtime, winds begin to increase, but it's going to feel warm out there. Temperatures eventually top out in the lower 60s. We're talking plenty of sunshine, and those warmer temperatures will continue into your Saturday and Sunday, along with the chance for a few showers. And we'll talk a little bit more about that coming up here in just a few minutes.
Chris thinks a Floyd County woman now knows how long she will spend behind bars. Gladys Dickerson pleaded guilty to criminal abuse charges last month.
Prosecutors say she played a role in the death of her 2-year-old nephew. WYMT's Matthew Rand talked to prosecutors and has more.
Kentucky versus Gladys Dickerson.
Prosecutors recommended a 15-year sentence for Gladys Dickerson, and that is what she received Thursday.
We felt like that was a fair resolution. Given her role, our main objective going in was to make sure that we got the person that was responsible for Watson Atkins' death.
Dickerson's husband, Jason, is serving life in prison for the death of 2-year-old Watson Atkins and for the abuse of the child's siblings, whom were also in the Dickersons' care. The children's biological mother talked to us after Jason Dickerson's conviction in 2014.
It's just sad that it took one of my kids dying for somebody to listen to me and get it in court and get people to pay for what's happened to my kids.
Prosecutors maintained that while Gladys Dickerson did not commit the specific acts of abuse, she could have done more to stop them.
She acknowledged in her testimony and in her statements to us that she knew that she did not do what she needed to do to protect the kids and regretted that.
Prosecutors say because of Dickerson's smaller role in the case and because she testified against her husband at trial, they feel 15 years is a fair sentence. In Floyd County, Matthew Rand, WYMT Mountain News.
The judge did credit Gladys Dickerson's 1,600 days, which is more than 4 years for time already served.
Members of law enforcement in Wise County, Virginia joined together for their first drug-related mass arrest of 2016. Police arrested more than 50 people. Many people face charges related to synthetic drugs, which officials say are becoming more popular. We are told they will continue to make arrests over the next 2 weeks. In Whitley County, a traffic stop landed 2 people in jail on drug charges. The sheriff's office reports a sergeant stopped Christopher King and Joshua Bowen for careless driving. During their arrest, we are told deputies found a 5-pound block of marijuana and $6,800 in cash in the car. Both faced trafficking charges, and King was also served a warrant out of Georgia.
A Floyd County couple facing charges in a murder case is set to appear back in court next month. A March 3rd pretrial conference is set for Ronald and Loretta Wright. Police say the pair was behind the murder of Famer Halbert in March of 2013 and tried to kill Halbert's wife. Ronald faces a murder charge while Loretta is charged with attempted murder and complicity to commit murder charges.
South Carolina and Nevada voters will soon weigh in on the presidential candidates.
Craig Boswell has the latest from Columbia, South Carolina.
Chopping off people's heads. I want to be nasty. Do you mind?
GOP frontrunner Donald Trump took off the gloves at his event in Gaffney, South Carolina Thursday evening. He took swings at Ted Cruz.
You know, he holds up his Bible and then he lies.
And Jeb Bush.
He's a stiff.
Earlier, he took on Pope Francis after the Pope said anyone who would build a wall to block migrants is not a Christian.
For a religious leader to question a person's faith is disgraceful.
Other candidates, like John Kasich, are counting on the appeal of a softer approach.
I just want to be kind to people.
One undecided voter said he's watching the candidates closely.
I need to see a temperament that I think is becoming of a president.
Donald Trump holds a nearly 2-to-1 lead over Ted Cruz here in the latest CBS News poll of likely South Carolina voters. On the Democratic side, Hillary Clinton has an 8-point lead over Bernie Sanders in the latest CBS News national poll, but they're neck and neck in Nevada ahead of Saturday's caucuses. Clinton told CBS News anchor Scott Pelley she understands why Sanders and Trump tap into Americans' anger on the campaign trail.
People feel like, their government's not working for them, the economy's not working, the political system is not working.
The candidates will find out whether that anger translates into votes on Saturday. Craig Boswell, CBS News, Columbia, South Carolina.
The funeral services for Supreme Court Justice Antonin Scalia are set to begin.
And President Obama announces a trip to Cuba.
Despite the cold start, a spring-like day takes over along with breezy winds. Details of your full forecast and a look at your 7-day is next.
And it is going to be a good Friday.
Yeah, really nice. We're talking sunshine, spring-like temperatures, and we're going to see winds, though, begin to pick up. So that's the only downfall, but you got to take the good with the bad there. So,
hold on to something, Callie, so you don't blow away.
Yeah, what Mitchell said, especially if you have any decorations, lawn chairs, whatever the case may be. Might want to grab those and maybe hunker those down because winds are going to ramp up today. Let's get into your forecast live pinpoint Doppler as we scan the skies here across eastern Kentucky. Nice and dry as we kick off this Friday morning. Time now is 5:09. Welcome in. We are bright and early this morning, and it's a cold start out there, but we're going to talk about some of these winds that we'll deal with later on this afternoon. And we have a wind advisory, and of course this is set for central and western parts of the state, and you can see some of the tan colors there, and that indicates that you are under that wind advisory where you could see wind gust up to about 35, even 40 miles per hour. So something to keep in mind as we head throughout this afternoon. Temperatures, like I was talking about, it's a cold start, not as cold as what we have been over the past couple mornings, but notice across far southeastern Kentucky here, over in Harlan, over in Middlesboro, temperatures in the low to mid 30s in some spots, and also those valley locations, temperatures dropping into the low to mid 30s as well. So as we get the kids ready for the bus stop forecast this morning, temperatures around 36 degrees, so another cold start. Extra layers of winter coat will be ideal, but later on this afternoon, they can shed the jacket because we are not going to need it. Temperatures soaring into the lower 60s, and notice plenty of sunshine expected throughout much of today, and then we'll see some cloud cover begin to increase a little bit later on this afternoon and into the evening hours. But otherwise, we're looking at a really nice into the work week, and it's all because of this high pressure still spinning across portions of eastern Kentucky, and that is the good news. Going to keep us dry, plenty of sunshine, but eventually it works off towards the eastern coast, and as it does so, that's going to allow winds to turn more from the south and southwest. That's going to help fuel the warm up, but also ramp up our winds this afternoon, making for a breezy afternoon at that. Here's a look at future view as we start you off at 9 o'clock this morning. Nice and clear as we kick off this Friday. We'll see a few clouds here and there, but most of today staying mostly sunny. Then back off towards the west, we track in a weaker cold front. This is going to be pretty moisture starved as well, bringing the chance for maybe a few isolated showers late tonight, early tomorrow morning. Otherwise, this is going to slide through eastern Kentucky, eventually push through the area as we head into your Saturday morning, the first part of your Saturday afternoon. And just as we begin to get rid of some of the cloud cover, notice more cloud cover will begin to increase. Notice the decrease there, and then more cloud cover building back in. That's ahead of another system that's going to bring better rain chances as we head into your Saturday night and early Sunday morning. It looks to be a pretty active start to our work week next week as well. As far as temperatures are concerned, nice weekend warm up in store. We're talking low to mid 60s through Saturday and Sunday, back down to 50 degrees on Monday, and then more seasonable as we head towards the next midweek. Also, the chance for a few snowflakes will be possible as we head into your Wednesday as well. And here's a look at that 7-day forecast. As I've been talking about, pretty active, especially as we head into your Sunday night, early Monday. More rain chances expected Tuesday, and then we could see a little bit of a mix as we head into your Wednesday before drying things out into next Thursday. Let's get a check of the refrigerator art this morning, see what we have behind the magnets. Love showcasing all the wonderful artwork from the kids here across Eastern Kentucky. Nice photo sent in from Brian over at Everett's Elementary. Time now is 5:12. You're watching Mountain News this morning right here on WYMT.
Justice Antonin Scalia is set to lie in repose today at the Supreme Court before his funeral tomorrow. Following a private service, the public will be able to walk past his casket. President Obama is set to pay his respects today and does not plan to attend the funeral tomorrow. Don Champion reports.
Known as a conservative warrior, today thousands will pay respects to Supreme Court Justice Antonin Scalia. President Obama and the First Lady will remember the justice as his body lies in repose in the Great Hall of the Supreme Court. The president has faced criticism from the right for not planning to attend Scalia's funeral tomorrow.
What the president thinks is appropriate is respectfully paying tribute to high-profile, patriotic American citizens, even when you don't agree on all the issues.
The 79-year-old died of natural causes over the weekend. Republican presidential candidate Ted Cruz plans to attend the funeral and criticized the president.
By the way, he's going to Cuba, but somehow Obama can't find time to go to Justice Scalia's funeral.
Scalia's memory is being overshadowed by a bitter partisan debate over whether President Obama should nominate his successor.
The president has the right and obligation under the Constitution to send forth a nominee.
At a town hall in South Carolina last night, Jeb Bush broke with his fellow Republicans who want to leave it to the next president to decide.
We should be respectful of the Constitution, but whatever powers are afforded the presidency, the president ought to use them.
Senate Minority Leader Harry Reid expects the president to announce his nomination in just over 2 weeks. Don Champion, CBS News, Washington.
A CBS journalist makes an appearance on Madam Secretary, and the Academy of Country Music Awards announces its Song of the Year nominees. Suzanne Marquez has those stories and more in today's Eye on Entertainment.
I got a girl crush.
Fresh off their Grammy wins, Little Big Town and Chris Stapleton are now up for Academy of Country Music Awards. They're each nominated for Song of the Year. The ACMs air live on CBS Sunday, April 3rd. CBS News contributor Jane Pauley made a guest appearance on the hit drama Madam Secretary. Pauley interviews the Secretary of State, played by Téa Leoni.
You want somebody that will sell it and not sort of, be winking at the camera.
This character, Jane Pauley, comes with a specific agenda. This Jane Pauley had to work harder than the normal Jane Pauley does.
The episode airs this spring. Harrison Ford and Ryan Gosling are starring in the sequel to the 1982 sci-fi classic Blade Runner. Filming begins this summer, but the film won't hit theaters until January of 2018. And that's your Eye on Entertainment. Suzanne Marquez, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Here's a look at what is trending on Facebook this morning. Big Ange is trending. The Mob Wives star died at age 55 of cancer. Orlando Brown is trending this morning. CBS reports the That's So Raven star was arrested on charges of domestic battery and drug possession with the intent to sell, among other charges. On Twitter, hashtag DimTownHall is still trending, this time with more than 180,000 tweets. Scandal is trending with more than 70,000 tweets. Hashtag Christian is trending with more than 250,000 tweets following the Pope said in these words, "A person who thinks only about building walls wherever they may be and not building bridges is not Christian." We'll have more Mountain News this morning after the break. Some police departments implement community policing. It is not a new idea, but it is a shift in direction for the New York Police Department. Jamie Yukas walked the beat to show us how the evolution is working.
The NYPD is the largest police department in the country. But Bronx resident Angela Lloyd says there's tension between the people who live here and the people who protect them.
A lot of the people are negative towards the police because I guess they feel like there's some good cops, there's some bad cops.
Recent high-profile cases like Freddie Gray in Baltimore, Laquan McDonald in Chicago, and Eric Garner here in New York have strained relations. The NYPD is trying to change that. The city approved the hiring of 1,300 additional officers and is redistricting every precinct into specific neighborhoods.
We need to change the way we do business. We need to evolve, because if we're not evolving, we're certainly not moving forward.
This isn't the first time the NYPD has tried neighborhood policing. The city first used the strategy back in the 1990s to try and reverse 3 decades of rising crime rates.
Officers Christopher Sally and Alex Colon now plot their stops instead of waiting for calls.
How you doing?
Today they're handing out flyers of a robbery suspect.
Hi.
While also connecting with the community.
You do have to make arrests, you do have to write summonses, but the fact to do all of that, but now doing it with the people in the community that you have better interaction with, makes it a lot better.
They now spend more time out of their car than in it.
Nobody can say hi to a car.
For the program to truly work, officers want everyone to participate in moving forward. People like Lloyd are on board.
It may lighten us up from being so harsh on them.
It's a change that will happen one step at a time. Jamie Yukis, CBS News, Bronx, New York.
1928 marked the last time an American president set foot in Cuba. The next visit will come next month. President Obama is set to travel to the island nation despite critics who say the Cuban government is still as repressive as ever. Scott McLean has more.
President Obama is headed to Havana, the first time a sitting American president has visited Cuba in 88 years.
The opening to Cuba holds out real promise to improve the lives of the Cuban people. This is really at the core of our policy.
The March visit is a major step in normalizing relations and will include a meeting with Cuban President Raul Castro.
Today, the United States of America is changing its relationship with the people of Cuba.
The announcement comes 14 months after Washington reestablished ties with Havana, 10 months after that historic handshake, and 6 months after the American embassy in Cuba opened its doors. Diplomatic relations with Cuba are progressing quickly. The White House had stressed the need for headway on human rights before the president would visit, but that progress has been slow. Critics point to the communist Castro regime that jails dissidents and severely restricts freedom of speech. Republicans running for president don't think Obama should go at all.
I think it's a real mistake. I think the president ought to instead be pushing for a free Cuba.
The Cuban government remains as repressive as ever, but now they have access to millions, if not billions of dollars in resources that they didn't have access to before this opening.
That flow of cash has been aided by deals like the one signed last week on air travel, triggering bidding wars between U.S. airlines to fly commercial routes between the two nations. Travel to Cuba is easier, but tourism is still banned. It will be up to Congress to allow it. In Washington, I'm Scott McLean.
Nice and dry as we kick off this Friday morning, and a little taste of spring on the way for us this afternoon. But first, let's get you over to Live Pinpoint Doppler. As we scan the skies this morning, as promised, we are nice and dry here across the viewing area, and that's going to be the case throughout much of today. Maybe a few showers possible late tonight, early Saturday due to that passing cold front, but a pretty weak cold front at that, so not looking at anything significant as far as rainfall accumulations are concerned. Now, temperatures across the board, we're talking upper 30s, lower 40s for many areas, and in some of those valley locations, and then down across far southeastern Kentucky, pretty cold in some areas. Low to mid 30s can be the case early on, so some spots going to be a little bit colder. Those ridge tops not as cold, but still a chilly morning for many here across eastern Kentucky. 12-hour pointer shows plenty of sunshine breaking out, and what a treat we have later on this afternoon. Temperatures soaring into the lower 60s for those afternoon highs, and as we look at the 7-day forecast, even warmer for your Saturday, and of course a few isolated showers possible. And then we're going to have better rain chances arrive as we head into your Sunday night, early Monday, and then maybe the chance for a snow mix as we head into next midweek, something we'll continue to monitor here in the Sky Alert Weather Center. And then we eventually dry things out into Thursday with cooler temperatures in the lower 40s. Stay tuned. We're going to have more news coming up after the break.
It seems we hear it all the time in an election year. If a certain candidate wins, People vow to move to Canada.
Would love to see a study on how many people actually do. Well, one Canadian island appears to be taking people up on that promise, if not only jokingly. Jeannie Mose reports.
When Donald Trump deals with protesters,
Get him out.
he doesn't mean out of the country, but for those who want to voluntarily leave.
Hi, Americans. Donald Trump may become the president of your country. If that happens and you decide to get the hell out of there, might I suggest moving to Cape Breton Island?
First of all, where is Cape Breton? It's in Nova Scotia, along Canada's eastern coast. Boy, is it beautiful.
And nobody has a handgun.
Cape Breton radio DJ Rob Calabrese is no Donald Trump fan. His If Trump Wins website started as a joke. Come on up to Cape Breton,
Where women can get abortions, Muslim people can roam freely, and the only walls are holding up the roofs of our extremely affordable houses.
There are answers to questions like, how do I immigrate to Canada? Though often,
They want to know if they can bring their cats to Canada.
the website has been flooded with hundreds and hundreds of inquiries. Would you consider moving to Canada if Donald Trump were elected president?
I'm thinking Berlin. I would do it in a heartbeat. I would.
No. I'm an American. I'm going to stay here no matter who's president.
I'm moving to Europe if he's elected president.
But in Cape Breton, they need people.
Absolutely. We have an unsustainable population decline.
Housing is a bargain. We saw 3-bedroom waterside houses selling for $200,000, even $25,000. Sure, Rob has gotten some angry emails from Trump supporters.
Why would anyone want to move to Canada, especially some isolated, known-for-nothing place like Cape Breton?
Well, it's known for something now. Cape Breton's motto, your heart will never leave.
Get him the hell out of here, will you please?
Jeannie Mose, CNN.
Bye-bye.
New York.